is it's an interesting one. I would love to see Spirit Breaker being played in the offlane. I think that'd be great. I think if you put him in the offlane, that'd be brilliant.
There you go.
But okay, OD. OD. Does this mean we're going to see Mr. EE himself heading towards the mid lane again? I imagine it does.
I would definitely say so. Yeah.
Because Bone 7 and dying, as someone in chat mentioned.
Yeah, why not? Makes a lot of sense. I like it. You just go balls to the walls, drop a tombstone, and go kill shit. You just punch people in the face.
10 seconds remaining.
What's the deal?
So
also, everyone
pick.
is so tanky.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
no. I'm not gonna be doing prediction time. Not with this lineup.
Come on,
no way.
Commit yourself. Statsman has.
Statsman has. Some carry. I don't know. Range carry, draw range. Let's go. Oh no, that's a bad pick. They're just gonna get killed by Centaur. Well, at least it's sort of ranged core. Wasn't that far off?
Cool. There wasn't many options for that, was there? Fucking hell, pimp.
It's alright, come on. Anyways, so Paladin the Ogre Magi. Aoi, come on, get your hands on the Jakiro. And actually, NYX might got the Spirit Breaker. Oh yeah, I love it. NYX, they're gonna do it. Offlane Spirit Breaker, here we go. Yeah, definitely. This is definitely my favorite way to actually play this. I'm gonna be very curious if NYX doesn't go in full feed mode, because Spirit Breaker is like...
If we're right in terms of this aggro tri-lane coming out from Cloud9, that means it's going to be a safe lane Centaur up against the Spirit Breaker if Sneaky NYX Assassins just run sort of standard lanes themselves. So, I mean, do you think that's going to be good?
Yeah, it's not going to match up.
Or do you think they'll be aggressive tri-lane? Do you think they'll dodge it and go themselves?
Very hard to predict. Well,
I don't think they will with the two heroes they've got, because you're going to have a very underleveled Zeus and an Elder Titan, which are two heroes that kind of do need to find levels. So, I don't think aggro tri-lane coming out for Sneaky NYX Assassins would work that well at all, but yeah,
alright,
we'll see.
I've been informed NYX offlane Spirit Breaker is super common. So apparently this is standard. I love it.
Okay.
I was just seeing, I was watching a stream a bit, and he was playing Spirit Breaker offlane, but this is, watching a stream and doing it is completely different things. I just want to say quick about Earthshaker. Now finally he does it, but it's been taken like, what, month? Until he actually got his hands on the Earthshaker in the mid. And indeed it looks like some sort of duo offlane, so Liquid Fire is going to be showing us what it's worth. And, well, I can tell you one thing, it's going to be amazing. This is just, I don't know, Jakiro is so amazing with the Liquid Fire.
Oh, they might get caught out though here. There's going to be Brax and Fluff and stuff waiting for them in the jungle, but this is an Undying who's already managed to find 2 stacks on the Decay, and he's going to walk away.
Yeah, he's so tanky. You cannot possibly kill him if he has a few stacks. Yes, you can try to just walk him down, but look at Bone 7, he knows exactly how the hero works. There's 2 people there who try to chase you, you just get double and triple DK stacks, and you not only get a lot of damage, yes, you get a lot of damage, right, but also the health, it's just... Look at this. He's just walking through people there. And he's got 900 maximum HP. Now it's actually very plausible that he might die, Fluff and stuff. Oh, that's a good storm. Just move around. One more right click. That's all they need to actually get the first blood. Undying. Goldie, now you just have to do a Shan. This could be amazing. Can't do it. That's just a bit too much. But you get the first blood as an offlane on Super. This is something you definitely want to take away. Jakiro gets a bit of experience. Of course, the Undying gets a bit of experience. Makes a lot of sense. Right. So, Razor against Audi. Who's your favorite there to win this thing?
Razor. Razor, I think it should be Razor anyway, just because Static Link is going to be so good against the OD. A lot of people talk about unstable current being a bit of an issue for OD, but I don't think that's the biggest thing. I think it is always the Static Link. Because OD doesn't have any, he's not like a Slark who can pounce away, he's not like a Magnus who can skewer away. He doesn't have things like Nether Toxin to help him CS. He very much relies on that damage, so being able to drain it from him, I think, is going to be the big part of this matchup. I'd expect TC to come out on top on this lane, but you never know with EE. We saw him last game on that PA. He was absolutely phenomenal, so...
if there's some sort of rotations, you can still make the lane something salvageable. And speaking of salvaging a lane, Brax is already taking quite a bit of harassment from out 2000, and I like the adjustment of NYX. They had to do something. They can't just have this very strong offlane just sit there and bully out everyone. It just doesn't work. So Paladin, he getting bashed. So NYX and Fluff and stuff, 2 melees in the offlane right now, and well, The problem is, of course, Elder Titan. If you play a support Elder Titan in the enemy's lane, like in the enemy short lane, so in your off lane, this means he's going to be very much severely underleveled because he's going to be going for the runes. This is what Aoi 2000 really likes to do in his Jakiro as well if they go duo off lane. So this leaves him at an XP disadvantage if you can't, you know, get some kills in. And well, the Jakiro was already managing to get something done. So he's up, you know, he's up 1 point. So let's see if this works out
I
for them.
I think one of the things as well for Fluff and stuff over on the Elder Titan, who has actually managed to pick up the haste rune, so they may look to see if they can do something here, is he wasn't able to get the spirit at level 1. He had to get stomped because of what happened in the river, and well, NYX might be in a little bit of trouble. He's actually going to charge Pylite Die, and he may be able to get out of this one, pops the salve, and Fluff and stuff is going to be there with the haste rune, and he's going to be able to stop any kind of follow-up progression coming out from Cloud9, so I thought for sure that NYX was going down, but
No, that was a great stomp and a great charge by Mike. So I was kind of expecting a charge all across the map, which is something the Spirit Breakers usually want to do. But you know, he's just calculating. You know, I got 19 HP. That's 18 too much for the guys who are living on the edge. And you know, just got a salve. It's fine, dude. It's fine. Also, Spirit Breaker, of course, he's got great base armor. He's got insane base HP. He's now undying, but let's face it, he's really damn tanky. And speaking of the Undying guy, look at this fella. Burn 7 is up on 900 HP. Well, now it just dropped down a few stacks. But he also picks up a lot of armor. He's got 3 armor on the Ring of Basilius. He's got 3 extra armor on the Ring of Protection. So he is very much tanky already. And the Zeus, I mean, yes, he's a lot of magical damage. But the Brewmaster, well, he kind of wants to find any sorts of targets for the clap and for, of course, the crit. So lots of armor, well, it helps. And look at Burn 7, he's just walking through a tower. He doesn't give any shits right now. They want to dive this guy. The Tombstone is deployed. Brax, well, he's gonna get found out by those zombies very soon, I guess. Well, maybe not. There they are, spawning very, I don't know, very delayed actually. And the Tombstone just goes down, so this is a lot of gold going the way of NYX. And there's nothing they kind of do there. Bone 7 is still just bullying out Brax, but nothing really working out when meanwhile top lane NYX is getting initiated and stunned to that. Double Edge was there and this is all they needed. Everywhere is action all around the map. Now this also ain't gonna be going in the mid lane. Fluff and stuff is here, but well, it's an Elder Titan with an Astral Spirit, no aura, no nothing, and this just means you can kind of walk away. And well, the action is just not stopping. Bone 7 is still kind of low. Maybe there's gonna be some sort of engagement happening there. No, not yet. There's no clap, there's no nothing. And oh, that was a nice play there from Eternal Envy. I'm not sure how many guys caught this on the minimap. I wasn't quick enough on the camera, but he astraled, well, he astraled Fluff and stuff, and as such got himself the regeneration rune. Okay, well, and also, of course, Aoi is just, this is what he kind of usually does, just so he can regenerate faster. Just deny yourself to the neutrals, just get some money going, and then you're gonna be fine. Anyways, Astral Spirit is kind of just making sure no one is coming to the lane, but, well, here we go, Father. Father and Paladai, they are such a good combination of heroes, and there's gonna be some mana on the center soon. I guess we're gonna see at least an engagement here.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. They're probably waiting for level 6 just to see if they can get that Stampede up and running over on Fata, and yeah, then you're absolutely right. I think they're probably going to look to see if they can engage over onto NYX Mike again, who has been completely deserted now on this top lane. Originally, there was going to be a little bit of support coming in from Fluff and stuff, but he's abandoned the lane, and well,
meanwhile, bottom lane, Brax.
Yeah, Brax in trouble again. Ice Path's going to hit. Early point actually coming in for the Ice Path from Aoi 2000, which is not something that we always see. And well, the turnaround might be here as NYX Mike's going to TP himself down from the off lane. They're going to look to see if they can get a kill over onto Aoi 2000. He is quite tanky. He is a Jakiro after all, but they are going to be able to bring him down. And now it's Bone 7 fighting up against 3 heroes on the side of Sneak and NYX Assassins. And even as an Undying, he's finding it difficult. The bash is going to come in from Mike, and there's going to be the charge as well, and he's going to probably be able to find the kill here. There is going to be a decay, there's going to be a soul rip, and Bone 7 is going to be able to keep himself alive.
That was such a smart play by Bone 7. He was waiting with a soul rip for such a long time. He wanted to bait NYX to actually chase him into the tower range, and he had to use it there just because of the bash there. And now once again, oh, the reinitiation, the Astral Spirit. See ya, Bone 7, this is all you wrote. Well, for the time being at least, and you just overextend just a little bit against the Spirit Breaker. He's gonna punish you for this one, and well, that's what happens. This is what happens. Meanwhile, though, mid lane, the lane is surprisingly not as one-sided as I would have expected, but this is mostly due to rotations coming up from NYX as well. So I would have expected like no CS on E like whatsoever. Of course, not 0, but you know, you get the drift. But
yeah,
I mean, the stuff making sure he's always somewhere.
I mean, he's able to. He was properly losing the lane earlier on, but now he's got a couple more points into the Astral because of that extra timing. In fact, we're going to see an initiation onto TC, so this may be the revenge kill coming through. And well, are they going to be able to find it? One more right click should be enough, and they're going to leave that one for E, so he is going to be able to find that one. But yeah, I mean, once you get 3 points into the Astral imprisonment, the actual imprisonment time is long enough for you to be able to use it just as you're about to go in for that CS and be able to secure it for yourself. So E should always be able to find himself a little bit of CS with that, as long as he hasn't had too much damage stolen. And,
yeah,
and that static link can't keep it up the entire time that you're in the lane. That would be broken. So he's always going to have a little bit of time where he's going to be able to find CS, but he is still losing the lane pretty heavily.
And now let's see this. There's gonna be a few people collapsing down the mid lane, but there's also support waiting in the wings. Father's there as well. And let's see, there's gonna be a charge. NYX is leading the way actually, and well, there's gonna be the Esper Spirit as well. Eternal Envy's taking a lot of damage, but here comes the turnaround. Esper himself actually, so this might not be the best choice, but doesn't matter. Father delivers. Oh, the Storms and the Ice Path just afterwards, and of course the Sanity's Eclipse just to secure the kill onto TC. He's dying 2 times in just about a minute now. Father, well, getting bashed. That's fine. Charge and the bashes is so amazing. I mean, this was such a great change. You have the bash charge. And it just didn't work out in the end. It's now 4-4 on the board. Great rotations from both teams, actually. Everyone just wants to make some plays happen. But the X Factor is going to be Brax on his brew, in my book at least, because he's now level 6. As soon as he goes back, I feel like there's going to be some sort of teamfight brewing somewhere. And this has to be one. And also what I kind of like is Zeus is now finding loads and loads of experience bottom lane. He's 1, 0, and 2. So he's looking not too shabby. He's now getting some CS as well. And this guy needs some sort of experience and especially a bit of farm as well. Just, just to have a bit of a stepping stone there where he can actually get on. Otherwise, he's just too small, But yeah, this is working nicely. And they're going to have such a nice teamfight lineup. Can C9 prevail? They certainly can. But it's going to be coming down to some nice engagements.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Zeus definitely works as a support when you're playing it with the Elder Titan and you have that natural order to be able to amplify that magical damage that you're able to output as a Zeus. When you're not necessarily going to find as many levels as you'd perhaps like to, as you would do in a core position. But yeah, I mean, Lust is being left down here on his own, and he's being able to find a decent amount. Now got the level 6 up and running, which is very nice timing. Very nice timing.
Yeah, for sure, but that's great. And now think about this global lineup. You're gonna have an Astral Spirit, which has a long range. I mean, it's not global per se, but it's just great. And wow, they're gonna pop a Stampede just for this. That was a great charge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I mean, this is from both sides. There's no sort of error there. It's just how you gotta react. Otherwise, your EE sum is gonna die. And if he wants some vengeance, so I don't know if I want this. I'm not sure about this. Anyways, Paladai also now getting his level 6 up very soon, so everyone is actually having some really good levels in this game so far. The only one who's a bit struggling is going to be Fluff and stuff, but he's been roaming and making sure the mid lane is fine, making sure the top lane is fine, then going back bottom, getting some stacks done, but really not taking too much experience, so I kind of like it. Meanwhile, Brax, well, there's going to be a triple gang coming in, and also the Brewmaster split, they really want this kill, and up in the air it's the Undying, but he got the tombstone of Paladai just dropping way too quickly. He's tanky, gets the stun off, but not enough. 1-7 though, well, there's going to be loads of people now in his face. The 5-pan is actually dropping quite fast, and you got to be very careful about this stuff. Now Brax is coming back, now the bashes, the ultimate from NYX, and there's the charge. This is going to be it. 2 kills on the board for NYX. And who else is there? Well, it's just a Fluff and stuff casually walking by, and this means this should be an easy tier 1 push for the side of NYX. What is TC doing?
He was diving the tower very, very deep there, looking to see if he can find the kill over onto E, but wasn't able to do so. He's going to find a DD rune though, and may look to just turn this one completely around. Fata needs to be reasonably careful here. There's a lot of damage over onto TC right now. He's got the movement speed as well. He may look to chase this one down. The bottle charge is coming in from Fata. They're probably going to be enough to keep him alive, and indeed they are. So he's going to be able to get out of that one. And Brax actually TP'd down to the bottom lane. And look at Aoi again. I mean, we talked about him in the last game, just hugging this off lane.
He's doing nothing other than just, killing structures.
Yeah, exactly. He's just creating space right now.
But
he's just being a complete nuisance. Because it's something you have to address. You can't just leave him down here on his own to consistently do what he wants. So you have to constantly address it, but he's playing very, very smart. He's almost like playing like a broodmother right now. Just consistently staying in one lane, putting constant pressure on.
Yeah, the problem is, however, the Broodmother is actually not working out in teamfights as much as he is, and meanwhile Fluff and stuff gets destroyed. He is really not having a good game, just gotta say, and the Astral Aura that's very, very, very important. I mean, natural orders. it's sick. This is why you pick the hero. You want to have this sick presence. Just, you know, take all the armor away. Not going to be working out now. This is a 2 versus potential 3. That's going to be the charge. Nicely done. Aoi 2000 just waiting for the ice path. Wants to catch 2 people. No, he just TPs out. That's going to be the stun. Ike's Mike. And this is all she wrote. That's a nice iPad, just stalling people. But they do force out what looked like a Zeus ultimate. So that's a small win. Meanwhile, top lane, Fluff and stuff. And Zeus making his way over. Lust, what can they do, however? There's going to be an Undying Tombstone. There it is. And that's it's not a full assault on the tower just yet, but this is just a very, you know, just a very, very, very strong pressure. You gotta respond to this, and you're forcing the supers up there. Meanwhile, EE just picks himself up a solo kill. How the hell? Oh, it's good time for Fata. No, Fluff and stuff is just dropping way too quickly, and this is the cleanup time. There was just C9 making some quick work of it. Pretty much everyone of NYX, but here comes the counter initiation. IX, Mike burn 7, the TP got cancelled. TC is actually zapping away loads of damage, hitting around 200 damage. It's not enough for Paladai though. 8 armor. This is what you kind of want there against the Razor. And the Centaur, well, he's running. He can just go and reinitiate whenever he feels like it, but there's no one else. Aoi is now in the mid lane. He's just, you know, doing his thing, which means liquid fire. And E Summer is still bottom lane. And this ward, gotta say, it's genius. He knows exactly when anyone wants to go and just gank him. Well, maybe not if this is going to be a Spirit Breaker charge. That's the sole thing he can't see, because it's actually too fast. What do you guess they're going to get him, though? Well, oh, the 4-staff. And the super is coming in. Oh, Fata, is he going to help his buddy? Stun, Eternal Envy. Well, you got to be quick. There's nothing anymore, though. There is no charge. There's not even mana for one. Not even with popping the wand. He can't even just go ahead and dread switch. I don't think it works. And now, well, Eternal Envy actually going in. Oh, he's so damn dead. There we go. Fluff and stuff picks up the kill. Mima top lane. Maybe it's not enough. There you go. The TP out was successful, and this is for now just a very action-packed game. I love it. Hell, what is Fata doing in his enemy's jungle? He sees so many of them. They've got this ward down there still. He should know this is a very, very peculiar position. He wanted to blink, but it just got cancelled. Well, he goes in anyways. Oh, he finds 2. What a play coming up from Fata. And here comes the cavalry. Everyone's just running in. They still have the Stampede. They're gonna pop it right now. And a nice usage there of the Yules, which means another kill. IX Mike drops down to the dirt. And the tower push is gonna be commencing. They've got the liquid fire just to stop any sorts of attack speed happening. Where is the wave? It should be coming any second now. There it is. Well, C9, after some sort of, you know, struggling start, they're just making some big plays. Meanwhile, TC, oh no, another kill. Going to the boys in blue. Ouch. That's painful. That's so painful. NYX had such a nice early game and they just getting absolutely blown up. Bone 7 with the Yules, such a nice tool. Oh, I actually used it right there. Wonderful. Anyways, Bragg's gotta be careful, but I don't think he can do pretty much anything there. He can try to set up things. Meanwhile, top lane, IX Mike charging somewhere. Well, not where he wants to be. Fata dropping low, Illusion Rune activated. IX Mike can't find the ultimate there, so he's just running away from him for the time being, and he's now forced to go back to the base. He's just wasting time at this point. Yes, the is going to be helping out. Nice thread switch, but is it going to be enough? Let's find out. It's another TPN. Oh, Paladai is kind of low. He might be just going down from this one. Yes, indeed, he does. Fata stuns. And he doesn't have a Stampede for another few seconds. Now there's going to be a charge happening. Finally, maybe another kill going the way of NYX Assassins. Fata, there it is. There's the ultimate. Nice done actually by IX Mike, so he actually blocks him down onto the small ledge here, so you can't go anywhere. But meanwhile, this costs you a tier 2. Yes, you get 2 kills. That's a nice start, but you know, there's still trades happening from Cloud9. They're doing a good job at making sure that nothing they do off the map is in anywhere just not beneficial for them.
Yeah, Cloud9 efficiency in terms of farming is just way superior to Sneaky NYX Assassins right now, and Sneaky NYX Assassins are doing a good job of keeping up with kills, but I mean, Aoi himself is just creating so much space down here on this bottom lane, and they're managing to find a decent amount of farm on all of their supports as well on the side of Cloud9. Without actually sacrificing on the cores. They're just doing a really nice job of playing this early mid-game out and waiting for that time where the OD is going to be online. He's going to be a really scary prospect. And then they can just take aggression left, right and center, but...
You know, there's EE just casually walking behind Brax as for imprisonment. I think he should be fine though, I mean seriously. No, he doesn't have a blink, he just does it. Well, but it's in the stash, so they force out a Brewmaster split. Fire, well, there's gonna be everything. The Fire Pandas is doing loads of damage. Mike though, he's coming in, he's stunning, but he's not doing anything else. They actually can't stand their ground if they want to. The Earth Split is doing loads of damage now against Eternal Envy. And Father's running from this as well. There's no Stampede anymore, it just got used. Lust. Well, there's no force up on this fella, so he can't really chase as awesome as he wants it to be. TC should be sufficient to actually bring him down. There you go. And this is what the Doctor ordered for NYX Assassins. You punish Eve for some very aggressive play. Meanwhile, though, Aoi 2000 just macro-pyring it up, and the tier 3 is open and exposed. I mean, this is precisely the game he just played. And game 1 ended in 18 minutes, so we are a bit, you know, behind schedule for the boys of C9, but they are still having the same game plan. Exactly the same game plan.
Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult to put as much pressure onto towers, especially because of the heroes that Sneaky NYX Assassins have drafted this game. It's very difficult to push, especially uphill when you're playing up against a Brewmaster who is going to have split available, and also obviously the global presence of the Spirit Breaker, along with, like you said, the Zeus and that Astral Spirit as well, which has an extremely long range. And well, Paladai is going to get initiated up here on this top lane. It doesn't look like there's anyone really able to help him. He is going to get the multicast though over onto IX Mike, and then Fat is going to come in and they may be able to save Paladai here. He's actually going to run away from the tower and he is going to get brought down. IX Mike is going to be able to find the kill on that one. And
oh, bottom lane. You know, 3 times the charm with the ultimate of IX Mike, but Lust is completely out of his own. Maybe Eternal Envy is going to be enough there actually to get the kill. No, it's not. Oh, he drops the hammer. No, IX Mike, what are you doing? That's going to be the ice part and the macro pie and the right clicks of No Mercy Sama. Meanwhile, top lane, let's see the engagement happening. Fata, he's getting brought down. Bone 7, there's going to be a Soul Rip in just a second. No, it's just going to be the DK. No Soul Rip for another 10, so this could have been the damage they needed to bring down TC. But he's rather tanky, and of course, he's putting into phase drums. And what looks like the making of an Aghanim Scepter. And here we go again. It is none other than Curtis Ling pushing down things, just like he usually does. Amazing.
lol, that stat's awesome.
That's actually ridiculous. Oh yeah. I just would love to see his tower damage in the in this game and the last one. I think it's just so much. You also got to factor in that those games are rather quick, so he can't really do too much tower damage because the games are just over in 18 minutes. But relative to the whole damage dealt, I think it's just disgusting. Anyways, Brax now with the Blink Dagger up, so this is huge. Father was like, hello Brax, high five, might. No kills to be had, and now it's go time actually the other way around. Where's the charge leading them? There it is, I hear it, there it is onto E-Some of course. Oh, what a stomp by Fluff and stuff, and the Earth Splitter, hello! Eternal Envy just got dropped.
Yeah, a lot of hate going out to Eternal Envy there, but good kill to pick off Sneaky NYX Assassins, and they are finding these pickoffs. I mean, they're 16-14 on the board, but they're just not being able to find objectives off the back of it. Do you think that's just through a lack of push? I mean, none of these heroes are really prominent at pushing until you get that Aghanim Scepter over onto the Razor, so do you think that's the problem they're suffering from at the moment, or do you think it's just so much pressure being applied by C9 on other lanes that Sneaky NYX Assassins are finding it really, really hard to commit to towers because they're just losing so much in return each time?
Well, the good news is they're actually making something out of the situation. When we're looking at the gold craft, yes, it's been down to 7.5k, but now it's making its way back into some sort of more even, territory. So, despite NYX Assassins not doing that hard right now, they're still, trying really hard to keep up in kills. I mean, they're leading. And also just making sure that everyone is still getting farm. And TC is going to be the guy who has to just get his whole team on the bag. Yes, there's going to be a Bruce bit, but everyone else is going to be not as relevant as those two. So far, it's okay. I still would say the pressure has to be put up by C9, like, consistently. But, look at what C9s are actually doing. Everyone's just farming somewhere in the map. Top lane, you have Burn 7, who is in a rather offensive position, because he's actually rather tanky. Fata's now in the jungle, he can do this quite nicely. They're really optimizing the farming routes. Paladai is saving for EE if there is any sorts of, like, IX Mikes running around. And of course, I mean, who are we talking about? It's Aoi 2000, Aoi off lane, who's just making sure that there's no tower standing anywhere. And Fluff, yeah, you can spirit away, but there's nothing you can do, really. As long as IX Mike is actually on the map, you do not fear at all what those fellas are doing. That's a cute defense, actually, for a tier 1, but it just doesn't help too much. Yeah, TC pops his ult, and you don't want to go into the ult of the Razor. Meanwhile, mid lane, there could be some sort of opening happening, because Ike's Mike walks into Pile Die, he finds the stun, but no multicast. There it is finally, and the force up. Look at the right clicks from Eternal Envy, he's doing loads of work. And there it is, the Sanity's Eclipse. Ouch. And there was a TP out. There was actually TP out by Bone 7, so he was surviving. And there's a ring around the rosy by Fluff and Stuff. Out 2000, Fluff and Stuff, he bails. Oh man, come on, you're not a man, it looks like. Just doesn't want to go in there. Third ever Dagon on Undying. Yeah, you know, this is how you roll. You need that damage. You gotta go and get it. I actually kind of like it with the Flash Golem. It amplifies loads of damage, so that's okay.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And if you just kill someone, I mean, if you kill TC right away, Dagon helps with that. And there is not too much damage except for this guy. Because who hits actually physical? I mean, who hits hard? You know, the Brewmaster, yes, he's got a crit, but he's really no right clicker per se. And then there's a bit of magical damage, and there is a Spirit Breaker who's really controlly. He's not the highest DPS guy. And then you have Astro Spirit. I mean, you have Spirit and a Natural Order. So what does it really give you, this aura, where you don't have damage? And oh, this could be a nice opening for C9. They're blinking with Curtis, but it's a bit of a whiff there. And well, now it's go time. This is gonna be a 4 versus 5. Who's in the top lane? It's actually Pilot not joining his team. He should be making his way over in just a bit. If there is going to be something happening. He doesn't have a TP. Oh no, and this is what they need. They just go and get the Blue Split going. Nice Ice Path. And there is a really well-timed Stampede as well as a... No, there was no Stampede. There was just a casual walking off an illusion, baiting out pretty much everything. So Bone 7 goes down. The tower most likely as well, but you force out the Blue Split. I think that's fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Father. Gotta be careful. Oh man, Father's gonna get caught. He has a blink. Ooh, that was close. That was really damn close. And he's gonna be making his way out there as well. Oh yeah, that was close. Too close for comfort.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There's a lot pops there though, just to claim a tier 1 tower. I mean, we had Earth Splitter, we had Eye of the Storm, we had Primal Split from the Brewmaster as well. Even the Zeus Ult was thrown in there. They literally threw in everything to commit to that tier 1 tower.
You gotta question if this is actually worth it, but at this point, if you can't even out some towers, I think this is just what you have to take, Brax. The thing is, if you just go and do not go and Astral him, you're gonna be fine. Because he can TP, yeah, but you're just gonna go and Astral then. Oh, what's that? He's really just waiting for it. Amazing. Oh, well. What do you want to see in the Undying, though? Like, next item. He still has a Ring of Protection.
You leveling up the Dagon, dude. I want to see laser
you
gaming.
level up the Dagon, alright, well,
Laser gaming.
That's a call. Father is walking into people. Never mind, this is actually a really nice play. Father's blinking, Ike's make his charge, and everyone's just making sure, actually moving quite quickly around the map, and this is all she wrote. Father now deploying his ultimate just to get away. He can't blink. Oh no, the bash, the double bash, in fact. Another bash. Oh, the bash lot. You can't run from the bashes and the stash. Oh, well, maybe you can. A few more seconds. If there's any sorts of... No, there is not. Earn is way too good against Blink Daggers. And as such, Father couldn't get out. 2 for 0 exchange. Nicely done. And the next tower of the game. Well, on the shopping list of NYX.
Honestly, that's 17% chance to bash. Swear to God, it's not.
No, it's actually pseudo-random. So it's less.
Okay. So
it's actually way less even.
That's incredible.
It's like, I don't know what it is exactly. It should be around 8 to 10 on the first hit or something. So yeah, he is a lucky boy. But you know, you just gotta go with the flow. Though.
I mean, like, because it is pseudo-random, it does mean you can play for it if you want to
sure.
hit a few jungle creeps first and then charge.
But you know, I don't think it did. So it was more like a prolonged engagement. So you just gotta go and be lucky. Nice. It would be so next meta if you actually stop out attack, because you know he's gonna TP, and then you have like 80% best chance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, for the time being, who do you think this sort of fairly passive 5 minutes of the game compared to how aggressive we had this early game? Who do you think this fares out better for? Because I mean, Cloud9 are obviously relying very much on EE. He's found a lot of farms since he got crushed in the lane by the Razor. But I mean, did Sneaky NYX Assassins take this one the later the game goes on?
Well, the point is for me, if you look at these lineups, you know, making making a call who's better late game is actually pretty hard, because on the one side you have someone who falls off a bit after the mid game with a panda, but he can build into some sort of rather late game oriented one. Well, meanwhile, Lust is just getting absolutely smashed. Now we finally see some sort of multicast happening. There you go, and there's someone else. Oh, Fluff and Stuff. Ooh, the ice path just half a second late. So it looks like we're actually gonna have some sort of second about the whole point. So just looking at the lineups, I would say Cloud9 actually have the better late game, because Centaur is so big. They've got the Bloodlust to make sure everyone is gonna be, you know, sick and large and stuff. And ooh, this is a really nicely played, well, Astral Imprisonment. There we go, 4 stuff. The Boulder Toss just behind him. Now up in the air is 1. TC's coming in as well. Fata, oh no, Ike's Mike. Fata was trying to go for the big plays, didn't work out. The Beaker Beast is activated. Our 2000 goes down to the, already down on the side of C9. Only 1 in exchange. Fata now getting stunned by Ike's Mike. Right hand side, left hand side. This is such a well coordinated fight from the boys over on NYX Assassins. And also Bone7, is he gonna get brought down? Goes for the Dagon. He's big, but he's not big enough. Now it's go time, Fata. There's no ultimate of his anymore. He used it already, so do you really want to chase this? No, you do not. One more link, and this means the Razor could just wreak havoc in your lines. So I guess we're not meant to actually talk about any sorts of, you know, analysis. We just need some action here. That's at least what the teams are telling us.
Yeah, I mean, you still managed to pick off 3 kills on the side of C9. We're 27 minutes into the game, and they don't actually get an objective on the back of it. Still, there's still a tier 1 tower standing on the bottom lane, pretty much untouched. So I still think the pushing power on the side of NYX Assassins is something that is causing the game to go longer than perhaps it needs to, with the amount of pickoffs that they've been able to find, because they found 2 or 3 pickoffs in quick succession, very, very important pickoffs as well, which normally you would be able to take advantage of in terms of objectives, and they haven't been able to do so far. Obviously the Aghanim Scepter over onto TC now is going to help that out a hell of a lot. Charge on top lane, it's going to be onto Pylai. Do you think he can get the solo kill here? Is there going to be any kind of multicast coming through? Will Pylai even get a chance to cast a spell? Look at the bashes! Oh my god, the constant bashes! IX Mike.
This is so good. So, by the way, just following up on the point with the bashes, apparently it is not Pseudo random, so it is real 70% chance.
Okay.
So you know, it's a bit more likely, but it's still so crazy. Bone7, he's, well, you know, he's feeling the wrath of the Zeus with the Astral Spirit aura, and finally we're gonna have some levels up onto Fluff and Stuff. It's only level 1 aura, but you already just feel how much more damage you actually deal. And the stomps so far, there's been a few really good ones, so yeah, I kind of like it. Still, I still want to see some you know, big items happening on the Razor. He's got BKB X, that's great. The question still is, what do you go from here? Like, maybe AC, but there is loads of magical damage. You could even make an argument for the Pipe or the Crimson Guard, something like this. IX Mike, ooh, he's charging down bottom lane. They know exactly what's happening. Bone7 is charged. That's gonna be, well, an Astral Imprisonment onto EE, and that's a good one. Oh, this is exactly how you play this game, they say. Eternal Envy is now getting just dropped, but it's not enough just yet. Now finally goes down. The Tombstone is there as well. TC doesn't give 2 shits about the Tombstone. He just goes and Rise picks it down. Nicely done. Still, Fada cancelling out stuns. Fluff and Stuff. Now look at the damage coming out from C9. They want more. They bought back for this. Eternal Envy actually just teleporting in so aggressively. Oh no, but the dieback. Oh no. Now the triple multicast onto Brexit doesn't help him at all. TC is still up in the way here. Oh man, they're just falling like flies on the side of C9. 3 people down, even though they've got the buyback. Finally, they got some redemption here. It's a 3 for 3 plus a buyback. Uh-oh. And there might be more. Fada gets dropped by TC. He's on a monster kill streak, and he's just making quick work of everyone who's foolish enough to stem their face into the plus 200 damage of TC. That was exactly the fight they needed, and the thing is, now they actually have a nice gold lead on the side of NYX. Wow. That's actually really good. Well done.
There's such an unorganized fight actually coming out from C9. They didn't really focus on one hero, and they let the Razor steal in crazy amount of damage, as you mentioned, and he just was bringing everyone down. EE brought back into that one, died back, and that's going to cost him a hell of a lot of gold as well as farming time as well. So big win for NYX Assassins.
I mean, the big point there was actually IX Mike charging behind enemy lines, and also he was charging like this way through the tier 2.
Yeah.
And he forced out a TP, so he had one less of the guys on C9 actually defending this fight there. So it was a 4v5, and they also blew everything they had pretty much. I think except for Sanity's Eclipse, I don't think it actually got used on the Spirit Breaker. And if you do so, well, everyone else is going to run rampant. The Brewmaster wasn't pressured. He could split, he could do his thing. He was critting people down so much. And I mean, I was saying like, yeah, you know, he doesn't hit too hard. Right, but if he just continuously kills you...
Fluff and stuff, bottom lane. He's got a haste, but he may still go down. He's actually going to defensively use himself, so that's going to stop the ice path, but the burst damage coming through.
Alright,
way too much.
Shown who's boss. Oh man. Okay. Okay, also C9 is getting some pretty big items up now. Haven't sold it right now. Razor's going to be so sad about this one. Check some more items actually. Brax, Vladimir's offering, that's kind of standard. I like it. This, I mean, it doesn't really indicate too much right now, but if you don't go Axe, you do have some sort of late game presence if you just go Aura Master. Lust with the Force and the Yules, like everyone is just getting Yules right now, and oh, well, we might have to just do this later on. Brax now blinking in, and he's got his ultimate activated. Paladai is completely out of mana. He can actually go for an unrefined if he wants to. The stun of Father doesn't land. Now there is a multicast, but it just doesn't do that much. Nice Ice Path, actually trapping 2 people. Father, there's gonna be Ice Mike from the high ground. Nicely done by NYX, and they pick up so many kills without giving anything up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're using some ultimates. That's completely fine. The game of Yules, when you play the game of Yules, either you're not staying in the end. No, you're absolutely not. They pick up another kill. It's a 3 for 0, and guess who's in there as well? Eternal Envy. Getting brought down 7 times already in this whole game. Ouch. And there's gonna be Doge. I'm impressed, I gotta say. I was so sure C9 would have been taken in, you know, a nice vacation game here. But no way, not at all. Offline Spirit Breaker doing some nice work, and also, well, I want to say the Zeus is really just showing why this is such a nice super pick. If you're staying back, you do have quite some mana to actually play with. The Yules and the 4 stuff gives you a nice mana pool as well as some nice regeneration. And his ultimate is essential for actually scouting, because they can't really get juked at all. And that's such an undervalued key element of this ultimate. I love it.
Yeah, and the Astral's Spirit with the natural order, there's only 1 point in the natural order, but it honestly feels like more at this stage of the game.
Yeah,
it's just doing so much work. And look how scared C9 are playing right now. They know that they can't contest this, and well, we talked about the sneaky NYX assassins being able to take kills but struggling to take objectives. That's definitely not a problem for them now, and they may even look to dive in deeper on this one. There is going to be a multicast over out onto IX Mike, and the Stampede's going to be popped as well, defensively used. I think with the Stampede gone, I'm struggling to see how C9 are going to jump in and defend this one. They have got a Blink Dagger over onto Aoi, so he has got that Yule's initiation from an extremely long range now if he wants to try and make something happen here.
Yeah, well,
there is the Primal Split Up from Brax, so the counter initiation is going to be there as well from NYX, and well, tier 2 tower going down. Kind of for free as well.
Too much.
No real defense coming in. So
now
now
the net worth.
Is it? Let's have a look.
This is just disgusting.
That is pretty filthy.
This is a really good comeback, gotta say. They were done so much. And well, now it's go time. IX Mike. Oh, the Mass of Madness. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Yeah, well, this is an issue. This is really a problem. Well, oh, the courier making his way over. What did he buy? There's a full AC in the courier. I love it. Plus 10 armor for the whole team.
Yeah.
So the right clicks are not going to be as strong, but also the minus armor. So TC actually, well, he hits even harder now. And if he keeps on stealing this damage, I don't see why not, dude. And he also got himself a refresher up. So double the fun right now with his ultimate.
Yeah, no, I really like this build actually on the Brewmaster, where you go for this Vlad's AC build and you turn into a bit of a right clicker with the crits coming in as well, and it so helps your team when you have like a Razor or a Death Prophet on your team that are dealing so much physical damage, not only with the ultimate but also with the static link on TC. I mean, we've seen in these fights how much damage he's been able to steal. And he's now just going to work onto the tier 3. They've got to defend this C9. They're going to smoke up. They're going to wrap around. They're going to see if they can find a kill. The Stomp's actually going to miss. Fluff and stuff manages to get out of the way of that one. Brax is going to get stunned while he's trying to get the Primal Split off. But I think this is actually just going to be an escape from C9. They realize that they can't fight into this one. They are going to pop the BKB of TC. And, well, they're going to look in deeper. They're going to look to see if they can find Aoi, who is going to be able to blink away before he takes any kind of tick damage from the Eye of the Storm. And At the end of the
This
day,
is
NYX
good
don't really
time.
care that much. I mean, they're still going to get what they came for, which is the tier 3 tower on this top lane. It is actually denied by EE, so really nicely done by him. And, well, the stomp comes in, the cap comes in. Brax is going to be able to get the primal split off this time around, and they're instantly going to be able to find a couple of multicasts over onto Lust, but not enough to bring him down. However, the Brewmaster is going to be able to bring down EE, so he's going to be out of this fight. Doesn't have buyback, of course, as well. And meanwhile, the racks are just falling to TC, who's standing in the back lines, right-clicking it down with the help of the AC, of course. The minus armor working on the buildings absolutely brilliantly. And now we're going to see NYX might jump himself in. He's going to be able to find a kill over onto Fata. Fata's going to buy back instantly. Now EE does finally have buyback. The multicast 4 times onto NYX Mike are going to bring him down. There is a Rod of Owie as well over onto TC. Is this the return coming in from C9? Are they going to be able to at least hold the melee racks here? It doesn't look like it for the time being. Well, EE jumping in. He's now getting critted down by Brax. He might be in a bit of trouble. There's going to be a refresher pot by TC as well. His Eye of the Storm is doing so much damage. And in fact, it's going to be a GG out from C9. So, I mean, they tried to defend. It looks like they were doing well for the time being, but they just couldn't deal with that minus armor coming in the end from the AC and the primal split coming in from Brax, who, along with TC, absolutely wrecked in that fight.
Damn, that was crazy. This is absolutely crazy. And I also wanted to... I was like so sure this would be a great fight for C9 because NYX Mike was just keeping back because there was a huge creep actually making some damage happen